Hey there, I'm Sandy Anastasi, psychic channel, intuitive astrologer, and soul coach. And I'm here to give you my psychic development tip number 36. This tip is about the intense communication that we psychics have and use, and how to use it. As psychics, you see, we need to learn a whole new way of communicating. A psychic hears with their physical ears, but also with clairaudience, which is an enhancement of physical hearing that allows you to hear more variations in the sound and the texture of the words than the average person will hear. So psychics hear more. They hear emotion, and they hear all kinds of things through the actual vibration of the sounds that they hear. We call that psychic hearing or clairaudience. We psychics also hear with our clairsentience. And clairsentience is the sense that allows us to actually feel and interpret vibrations. Sound is, after all, vibration. We also can hear with our eyes. That's our clairvoyance. That is to say that people who are psychic actually see a lot more than non-psychics do. They will catch a fleeting facial expression that's gone before the non-psychic person even registers that they saw it. They're able to absorb information about a person from their posture and their demeanor that no one but a person trained in body language or another psychic would see. What I am saying is that a psychic person hears with all of their physical and non-physical psychic senses. In essence, a psychic person becomes a walking antenna to receive communication. Because of that, psychics often know more about their friends, their family members, and their loved ones than those folks want them to know. Psychic people often know someone's deepest secrets without that person having ever confided them. And that level of hearing and knowing can get us into trouble. Unless your loved one understands these things about you, they will often feel invaded, exposed, even betrayed. They may be suspicious of their psychic partner or friend and begin to become more and more secretive. Conversely, they may use you for the psychic information you can provide them about other people, and that doesn't feel real good to you. Untrained psychics often have a lot of trouble maintaining a lasting and loving relationship because of this extreme level of hearing the actual vibration of other people through these many different means. Through training, we come to understand that when we are in what I call reading mode, and we want to know all these things, we turn all of our receptive senses to an on position. But when we are simply hanging out with friends, we must force ourselves to put those senses into a neutral or even off position, even though we may constantly have the urge to turn on those senses in order to come to the aid of a friend with a problem, or to hear or understand someone better, or because we are suspicious of whether our partner is telling us the truth about something or not. The fact is, if we want to live successfully in the same world as our loved ones, we have to be able to turn our empathy and our psychic hearing systems off, as well as to be able to turn them on when we need them. Likewise, we psychics must also be careful of how we speak. If you are naturally empathic, which most psychics are, your empathy works two ways. In a receptive way that allows you to read another's emotions, and also in a generative way, and that allows you to project your own emotions towards others. Most great orators and all good salesmen and women have both of these qualities well developed. They use their receptive empathy to hear what the people they are speaking to want to hear, and their generative empathy they use to modulate their vocal tone, their voice, and their vocal cadence, and to project their emotions through the sound of their voice in order to draw people into what they're saying. This is a great tool for a teacher, a public speaker, a politician, a salesperson. But you need to remember, as you develop your own psychic skills, that using your communication for coercion has no place at home, especially if you don't want to push your loved ones away. You see, the problem with this intense communication that uses projective empathy is that over time, other people always recognize what you're doing, and they begin to avoid you. Note, too, that if you're hoping to become a professional psychic, this particular skill of projective empathy should never be used with a client, even if you are dead certain that what you are telling them would help them. That would simply be unethical. I'm Sandy Anastasi, and I would love for you to check out my website at www.sandyanastasi.com. You can find all of my psychic development tips, my psychic protection tips, and many, many, many classes in all areas of metaphysics there. I look forward to working more with you in the future, and I'll be back with another tip soon. Goodbye for now.